Y'all already know what's going on. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. And of course, surprise, surprise, the Salt Shakers are here to talk all things Under Siege. Lord have mercy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
We were here. It didn't play. That's so weird. I was about to play something and didn't play. Um,
Oh,
here we are. Impact Wrestling. Now we were here last night, of course, for our regular show, but listen, Scott Demore said we on Fridays for the live shows.
mm-hmm.
So we on Fridays for the live shows. You just caught Santana and Stephanie on SmackDown. That show is uploaded on YouTube, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you rewatch that if you haven't already. But baby, girl, mm, mm, mm,
Child, there
mm.
was a lot
It was
that
a lot.
happened tonight, and
Dramatic.
honestly, truly, I don't even understand. I
Oh!
There was a lot of bombs that got dropped tonight.
Yeah,
People getting stapled, put on fire. That was a. I thought fans were fighting in the audience, but unfortunately, it wasn't. It was just two talents on the roster.
Lord
Trinity's
mercy.
debut match here on for a big match here for the pay per view. Jordan and Deanna had, man,
That spot, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, crazy.
Dumb,
I
dumb.
like I told y'all, I was juggling SmackDown too,
Yeah,
SmackDown post show while that match was happening. So I was peeping over trying to see what the hell's going on. But I did see that spot, and yeah.
yeah. Well, let's get on to it. We started off tonight with the countdown show with the women, of course, the Coven taking on Courtney Rush, who we were introduced to last night, and her new friend Jessica. Now, if you watch our predictions last night,
Mm-hmm.
Santana, you picked them
I did.
to win, and I picked Taylor Wilde and Kylie King. Now, I thought the titles were going to be on the line,
Yeah.
but if you see, they weren't.
Nope.
So that makes more sense. But I still thought Taylor Wilde and them were gonna win. Like, but I was happy. Courtney Rush and Jessica, obviously prominent names
Mm-hmm.
now moving forward in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
So, man, good to see it. The Death Dolls, still the Death Dolls.
Mm-hmm.
So really good
Okay, I
match.
like my little thing I made.
Yeah, that was nice. I was like, where the hell did you get that from?
I just pulled up something quick. I was like, let me just try to stay on brand with shit that they got going on or
Yeah,
whatever. And it's like, yeah, but yeah, this render of Courtney Rush is, yeah,
top
is
tier.
given. And she looked good tonight. You know what I'm saying? Her and Jessica look good. They matched together and everything. So I'm eager to see exactly where this goes with these two in Impact
Yeah,
together. It's gonna be sick.
it is. Sick. Maybe we'll get Courtney Rush on the show. Ooh.
Maybe, you
And
know.
maybe then I'll be Rosemary.
Girl, please.
I'll come on here with a painted face and everything and like freak that woman out. Like I'll tell you. But then of course, listen, what's so funny about Joe Hendry defending against Dirty Dango is we really saw the dirty tonight. Like
Hmm.
I know he's attacked Santino, like
Yeah,
obviously, but no, tonight the low blow.
disrespectful. He's a whore. He's a
Oh,
fucking loser.
but the digital media champion remains the same, obviously, because he was disqualified from the match, that being
Hmm.
Dirty Dango, and it was a title match. And obviously, this feud is it's far from over. But after the match, of course, Santino comes out and I know you. I know you were very excited about this. I don't even think this was. I didn't even think that he was gonna come out. To be, if I'm being honest, like that wasn't even on my mind. To be
Well, I
honest,
said that like I was like, well, maybe Santino shows up or something.
yeah.
Like, there's no way he's gonna be like, I mean, away that for that long, honestly. And at first, like we had talked about like a couple of months ago, I was with Dirty Dango, but when you decided to do what you did to Santino, yeah, you ruined that. You completely ruined that, and now you dirty bitch. I don't like you. You are the real perpetrator, and you will be prosecuted.
Mm.
Period.
Well, I mean, any final words?
Loser. And that's exactly what he is, a goddamn loser.
And then, of course, we move to the
Another
closing
loser.
match. Yes, and no, and seriously, tonight he is truly a loser. Kenny King loses to Nick Aldis. There was no chance in hell. Well, I'm not gonna lie. There was one moment.
I mean, with
I don't know.
Shelton kind of sort of being a little bit of distraction, it did make
Obviously,
it seem as if like Nick could have lost, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
thank God.
And Kenny King go back to being a Chippendale, you know,
Yeah, or on The Bachelor. Maybe they'll do like a reunion.
a all-star reunion.
But after this match, we get back to some women that we didn't even. Well, we saw their brawl last night, and
Hmm.
I don't think we just felt like they were gonna
No,
erupt in the
no.
stadium. Obviously, Killer Kelly here and Masha Slamovich, and it seems just by observation, Killer Kelly
Hmm.
may be just a little obsessed with Masha.
Is she?
Mhm.
Because it seemed like Masha might be a little obsessed with Killer Kelly because I think it's more so the fact that Killer Kelly was getting her revenge on what Masha did to her last night. So I mean, and
Mm.
she definitely did get her revenge, and Masha ran away. Despite them going through the crowd, I didn't know what was happening. Like I said, I thought they were fans fighting. And then so I mean, they made it look like fans were fighting,
Yeah,
but as you kind of look a bit closer, you see the two redheads that I was like, yeah, I don't know where this ends for them, but I'm here for it,
I
to be honest.
guarantee you there were a few people in that stadium, well, in that arena that were just going to the show and had
Hmm.
no idea what the hell was going on.
No,
And that is what makes a good live show and a good taping.
because
Stuff
you're
like
sitting
that.
there, you sitting there eating your damn popcorn or
Waiting on the
something,
next match.
and out of nowhere, there's people fighting in front of you. Hello, how do you handle that?
I don't understand it. Me personally.
Joseph, he thought some drunk morons were starting some shit.
Listen,
Blame
crazy.
Canada. That's my
We'll
motto.
definitely see more from that. Jordan Grace, before preparing for her match, she talks to Gia Miller. This was so weird.
Hmm.
Like this, just the message that she had to say and everything. Like it was a little cryptic
Yeah.
to say the least. And I think that Jordan Grace is under a lot of pressure. Um, and there's really not much to say because we have to wait until the match really transpires by this point. But then of
Hmm.
course we see the design. They take on Sammy Callahan, Rich Swan, and a partner of their choosing, which was Jack Creased. Jack Creased, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Jake Creased.
One of them.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
I've seen him wrestle on Revolver, and I also went to a Circle Six show, and he was on the card too. Um, and I know when we were in the chat last night,
Hmm.
um, memes of wrestling said this was one of the people. So there you go.
Yeah.
Good match. They did get the win. Um, it's a good look because obviously Sammy and Jake have had their history, and then of course with Rich Swann and Sammy, they've had their history as well. So they came together, got the win. I think it was Rich Swann pinning Diener. No,
No, he pinned
Angel.
Allen.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Angel.
pinned Allen. I don't
So
know if he's here for one night either, but I mean, he was definitely showing out in this match.
yeah, he'll
No
probably
lie, it was really good.
he will probably be on the tapings.
Probably
Yeah,
just probably hasn't been announced for
yeah.
it.
And then of course after what happened with Joe Hendry and Dirty Dango Santana, oh God, Santino catches up with Gia Miller. But of course, listen, we have to get back to our women. More importantly, for me, before Deanna and Jordan came along, this was the match of the night for me. This match was very astonishing. Now, before I know we're gonna gloat over Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these women deserve so much recognition in this match because with Giselle, I really think she was able to show other people that strong style. And I do think that Giselle should compete for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship.
Yeah.
And I think tonight proves those those truths because I think when it comes to Giselle, it doesn't matter if she doesn't get the win. You should leave the match and be like, damn, like she was really giving it to Trinity, but
He
Trinity,
was.
seeing her come back with this new move set, oh my god, like the submission,
Mm-hmm.
like there was a little bump towards the end, but it was a
Yeah.
great recovery and a great match. I mean, man, like the look, the gear from both of them. Of course, we had an interaction with Savannah and Jay Vidal. Like Impact Wrestling, Impact Wrestling. Like
It
let
was
me
good. It was so good. Seeing Trinity, I mean, she looked good. Seeing Giselle for the first time in a very very long time,
in the ring.
since her match at Multiverse, uh she looked amazing as well. And this match with her and Trinity, like it didn't have that much of a big build, but
No,
it looks so good for both of them. Like both of those ladies killed it. They put on a great match with each other and everything. And it is nice to see Trinity back in the ring. It is nice to see her. I feel like I'm looking at a different Trinity. Like I'm
yeah,
looking at a different person here. It's
yeah,
not like I'm looking at Trinity and then there's Naomi. Like this is like grown grown up like Naomi, you know what I'm saying? But
mm,
with Trinity, like this is like who she is, and she, for me, it's from what I've seen thus far, she fits really well with Impact
absolutely.
roster. It's not like she's overshadowed by people who've already been there before her. They treat her as if she is exactly who she is, a legend within her own right, an icon, a moment, a trendsetter. This is Trend Pack, what I'm saying, for those who are supportive of Trinity and in her run. And I know people try to talk shit about how why she choose to go to Impact and not go to AEW. And
Right.
as I think a lot of people have to need to remember that Impact knows how to treat their knockouts. And why not be a part of one of the best women's divisions today, to be honest,
And ever.
ever at that. So she did. This match between both of them was absolutely amazing. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. And honestly, I can't wait to see the match between her and Savannah Evans that takes place. And I hope Trinity faces Jeff Adele too. Like I hope she gets in a
Yeah.
match with Jay too, because he fumbles his way into things as well. So I wouldn't mind seeing that match happen with her fighting all of them. You
Yeah.
know.
You know, I think that Giselle is going to do everything she can to still come up out of this loss. And I
Mm-hmm.
think Trinity has her eyes set on the Impact Knockouts World
Yeah.
Championship. And I think that that will be something that, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Hey boy.
absolutely. But our winner of tonight, Trinity, just, gosh, I cannot wait. I don't even know if she's going to be in Columbus, Ohio for the
She
fallout.
is.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
she's supposed to be there because I
I
saw her
will be at
schedule.
that fallout. And then I will be, of course, the Salt Shakers, will be at Summer Sizzle, and I cannot wait for y'all to see. Like, oh my goodness, like,
Yeah, she's at both shows at Folks Nights for the 6th and the 10th. So
this is another match that had Santana in the pants, girl. She didn't know what the hell's going on, y'all.
this match was so good, bro.
So good, and Subculture, shout out to them
Hmm.
because they did a phenomenal job. But of course, Chris Bay and Ace Austin getting the victory. You know, I know you was scared for a minute, girl.
I was because I was like, they were really. First of all, their entrance is really, really nice. I enjoyed it a lot actually, and with this match here, I was very stressed out because I was like, I know that before the match, Subculture was doing an interview,
Mhm.
and the Good Hands and Brian Myers had walked up to him and started talking trash or whatever,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But Subculture was really good, no lie, like this is a great way to be a part of Impact. And I think one of them actually has been in Impact before. He was a part of the Impact. They had some type of like toughen up for like Impact. I forgot the
Oh, the
name of it.
British. You talking about that British thing?
Yeah, yeah. Cause
Alba Fire
Kaylee
was on there, wasn't she?
Apple Fire was on there and somebody else was on there too. And he was the one who actually won it. I believe so. I think he was the
Yeah.
one who actually won it. One of the guys. I can't remember which one it was, but it's nice to see them be in this match with Chris Bay. Yeah. Mark Andrews. It was the British boot camp, basically. Yeah.
British boot camp. Yeah, I
But yeah,
figured.
it was amazing. I mean, it was fast paced. I was like, there were so many times where I thought like, all right, now
Yeah,
don't come out here losing at all whatsoever, but they didn't, and I'm happy that ABC are still champions.
yeah.
I
I
need y'all
was
to hold
curious.
those until Summer Sizzle.
I was curious on why they had a title shot,
Yeah, but
but
then I don't know.
we'll see. And then listen, listen. I know how people have problems with the way he won the match, but it
Hmm.
is what it is. A win is a win. A dub is a dub.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly.
Daniel Spencer was out, and we have no one to blame here but Chris Sabin. So blame Chris Sabin for putting his hands on Daniel.
That is true.
Foolish. Um, but yeah, y'all already know. Y'all already know. Great match though. Like,
Was.
I really thought that um I put a whole customer on hold. That's enough said. I put a whole customer on hold and brought my computer and was like, "There's no way." And I was checking in somebody, and Santana was listening because I was checking in the lady, and she was like, "What are you watching?" And I was telling her, what we're doing and stuff.
Hmm.
She was like, "That's so cool," and I was like, "You know what? Like, I didn't want her to think that I was being. It's different when you're on the phone. I can put you on hold, but
Yeah.
face to face, I still wanted to make sure I was giving her that service. But girl, Saban was started to cook, baby, and I had to turn it on, unplugging everything, just pulling everything out the wall. And I hate that Dan Spencer was involved in that
Yeah.
and how that, you know, but it is what it
Transpired.
is,
Yeah,
honey.
but
Oh, it ain't over.
of course not. Chris Abel had a lot to say to Trey after when Trey was doing his interview with Gia Miller, and he was like, "This could go to Against All Odds." To be honest, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
Trey, so the Trey does have
I know.
that spray paint is Nikki's man security blanket.
Listen, he's proven himself enough. He's proven himself enough as being a great champion. Now he's just being more smart and more complex because
Hmm.
people can't understand that. Period. And that's just what it is. Now, what in the hell was y'all thinking?
I told you what was gonna
Girl,
happen.
you told me. Thinking was so bad, y'all. Like Moose, Eddie Edwards, Jonathan Gresham, Eula, Frank Kazarian, and Shelly. And Shelly gets the win.
Hell no! Hell no!
I can't do it. I can't do it. You don't have nothing to say?
What am I gonna say? I told you what was
And
gonna
that's crazy.
happen.
He does. He gets his
He
opportunity.
does. In 2 weeks, he gets an opportunity to face whoever won between PCO and Steve Macklin. And yeah, I mean, it seems as if like it could have like, I mean, Moose was doing a great job. Jonathan was doing good. Ewa was actually doing really good as well. Frankie too. I mean, I thought it could have went to Frankie because they gave him this whole goddamn interview style package for the course of the weeks and stuff like that, building it up and everything makes it like he could have been that one. And it always seems as if like whenever Shelly and Sabin go off and do like their own singles thing, either one of the two wins. It's not like they both win together, but it's like one or the other
That's how I feel.
wins something. And so now could this be the time where Shelly goes off and actually wins this damn title?
No, he gonna lose again because every time this only his second time even probably competing for it.
That's true.
I'm done with it. Y'all want that man to be the face of the company so bad, let him be. Let him
On
be.
the face of his citizen, that's
Because
why
let me
you
tell you
mad.
something.
Little bit.
Let me tell
For
you
real.
something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Yelling. Yelling. I tell you now. Y'all seen Macklin face by the end of the night. He gonna crush that little man. He gonna crush that little man. He gonna crush that little man. Honey. And leave
I
him.
mean, listen, if that man goes off and he beats Macklin,
Yeah.
mm,
Okay. With that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break before we get into, of course, the Impact Knockouts World Championship match that, whew, all I'm going to say is someone was left 0-4.
Hey peeps, TK Trinidad here, boss lady of Women's Wrestling Talk. And I want to say thank you so much for watching because you've got millions of options. Plus, you don't have to worry about sharing your password to check us out. But while you're here, hopefully you know we have so many more shows to watch, like Turnbuckle Glam, Raw Post Show, WoW Post Show, AEW Dynamite Post Show, Women's Wrestling Army Post Show, NXT Post Show, Impact Wrestling Post Show, AEW Rampage and SmackDown Live Post Show, On the Scroll, ROH Post Show, WWT Live, plus all of our interviews with the hottest women's wrestlers in the game. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our website at www.talkpod.com and follow us on all social media platforms at www.talkpod, and make sure to spread the word. That means send this to the group chat. Yes, even the person with the green bubble. Thanks again so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
My boy. Hey,
nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh God.
Okay. I kind of feel bad for doubting. I don't think I doubted Deanna. I was just when someone is backed into a corner
Mm-hmm.
gonna do anything. Jordan Grace coming into Under Siege understood that if she lost this match, she would never get an opportunity at the Knockouts World Championship as long as Deanna is champion. Deanna Purrazzo was very clear at the beginning of the year. She was going to stand out of the way of Jordan Grace and Mickie James. We get too Hard to Kill. Hard to Kill has come to pass. Mickie James is unfortunately no longer our champion at Multiverse. Deanna Purrazzo made it very clear that she was going to be. Jordan Grace was already in that match. No one paid attention to Deanna Purrazzo having to fight for that opportunity where Jordan was getting a rematch. Deanna is now, before Under Siege, obviously, she beat Jordan to become the championship after becoming number one contender. And now we're here. Their fourth match. Jordan can't beat Deanna Purrazzo. It's crazy. It's so crazy to me. Like their match was match of the night by far. No one had a better match. I don't like. I would put Trey and Sabin and Trinity and Giselle in that bracket as well. This match though, there was so much hanging on this match, and to be sitting there. I'm normally someone who is screaming at the top of my lungs when Deanna wins. And this moment, I was like, I gave my little 1-2, but I was shocked, like astonished that Deanna Purrazzo was still the champion. They had it again.
They are.
What did you think? What were your
Okay,
thoughts on
humbling.
this match, and what were your let me just say, y'all already know what the fuck going on.
Well, this match was happening while I was
You are.
doing the SmackDown post
I know.
show.
I know.
But from what I could see, I mean, it was Jordan and Deanna will go down as having one of the greatest feuds in Impact.
Absolutely. Like, period.
Like, there's so many feuds that come out from the Knockouts division. But when it comes to Jordan and Deanna says it all the time. Jordan is her toughest opponent. And each time these two step into the ring with each other, it gets tougher and tougher. And tonight, I think it was the toughest that for Deanna Purrazzo. It was that the moment she had to realize that I have to beat Jordan. Not only to continue my reign, but also so that she doesn't get another opportunity while I hold this damn title. Bitch, I ain't got to fight you no more. So, especially for this
That's a
title.
crazy way to think about it, too.
But also for Jordan, this is a woman that I've been in a match with on the various different occasions that I just can't fucking beat. Like, it doesn't matter what the hell I do, I cannot get Deanna down for the goddamn 3. And so even Jordan doubted herself. Way before this match even happened, she even doubted herself when she talked to Gia Miller. And to know that despite the other shit that other people are reporting or whatever, it's just a simple fact that no matter how hard Jordan knocked Deanna around, tossed her around, or anything like that, she could not keep her down for that 3 count. Even when she was so close, she was really close to having Deanna planted. It just didn't go that way at all whatsoever. And so now maybe Jordan's right. She can't carry this company, or she can't be the face of this company.
Very
Because you
interesting.
can't even beat the actual face of the company.
The actual.
And if you if
Del
you if you if you
Suazo.
doubted yourself that you can't beat the face of this company, then you're right. You don't deserve to win that title.
That's fair.
So
And still, um, but yeah, I was really nervous about this, and we will see a tag match. For some godforsaken reason, Giselle is in the match
with
uh,
Masha
with Masha,
versus
and
Deanna and Killer Kelly.
so I can understand their feud going into a tag match and having the champion. But
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I would put Trinity in that match. But Trinity has a match with Savannah Evans.
She does.
So, it is what it is. But here we are at the main event, y'all. I'm going to let Santana tell me what.
I can't even tell you because I didn't even get to see this match.
So, did you see the return?
I saw now. So here's the thing, right? As like I said, I got to see some of this match, but not
Yeah.
the entire thing.
Right.
So as I was, of course, when Stephanie was talking about, I would glanced over. When I looked over and I saw fucking Bully Ray,
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, okay, what the hell is going on? You took this man's opportunity at fucking what was it? Was it Bound for Glory? No. What pay-per-view was that? Whatever.
The
That damn
scramble, not the scramble, but the.
it was that
I know what you're talking about. I think it was Bound for Glory, actually. When he won that, like, eliminator match?
that
The eliminator.
yeah, that thing where it's like a big battle royal and like
And you
everybody
can
was able to be a part
call
of
your
it.
shot.
Yeah, could they call your shot battle gauntlet of battle royal, whatever.
Yeah.
And Macklin was the one who we should have fucking won that.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
But we all know what this means, though.
Of course.
He's gonna obviously turn. Somebody's gonna. I think, and this is just me personally, I think they're gonna have Bully like turn on Steve because they know how much everyone hates Bully. Because
Mm-hmm.
everyone doesn't hate Macklin.
No.
Like, let's just be honest.
No.
And so I think that makes him the good guy, which is so crazy.
Sort
to
of.
even-
Yeah, but I did see some clips of this match where I saw how he was stapling my granddaddy.
Yes.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you were stapling my granddaddy's face.
It was a lot.
I'm sorry. Like, what is wrong with you? And then I did see, after he did win, of course, Scott D'Amore, he kept his word. He came out there and he put the shit around his waist. And I did see that. But then after that, all I saw was Bully Ray. Scott D'Amore laid the hell out. They're setting the table up. They putting gasoline on the table. They setting the table on fire. Scott D'Amore is going through the table. Ass is burning. Now all of that is on mute, so I don't even know what the sound was like.
It was just wild in the arena. Like, I could only imagine like being there. I mean,
Like,
obviously Macklin retains, but
yeah.
what happened after? Like,
what the hell?
so much to unpack, and I think that this is a great ending to Under Siege.
Mm-hmm.
So much to unpack, especially with the women. Some great matches tonight all around. Any final thoughts before we biz on out?
Under Siege was actually really good. Like I said, it's nice to see Trinity in the ring at her first Impact pay-per-view.
Yep.
I'm ready to see everything and all of the feuds and the women that she go up against and what the end goal is going to be like for her. Happy that ABC retained their titles. Nice introduction to Subculture. They did a great job. Fuck you, Dirty Dango. Still. Jordan, Grace, wherever you go after you leave Impact Wrestling, you are and always will be a great asset to the Knockouts division. So wherever you choose to go, you're gonna be great there. And I just hope that they do you right the way they Impact did you? And with Deanna, you can go on and continue your reign until the next opponent steps up for you for against all odds.
Giselle.
But I need you holding those damn titles until Summer Sizzle.
Yeah.
Same with ABC.
I'm happy all my champions retain tonight, especially Trey. I love seeing this. I love being a part of it. I can't wait to go to I don't
Macklin, count your days for saving my granddaddy face now.
child, please. It was a good match though. Very gore. All the matches top tier. Definitely Deanna and Jordan was my favorite match of the night outside of course Trey.
Yeah. Yes, we got to see what happens, see what happens come Thursday, the fallout. So I know it's going to be crazy. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of backstage stuff that happens. The reason why some of these matches are happening as we work our way up all the way to against all odds. And then eventually Summer Sizzle. And then eventually what? I know they did. I did see they announced Victory Road. It's going to be in New York.
Yeah.
And I did see that they had that 1,000 episodes for Impact too. I did see that as well.
Yep.
And then I know they showed Summerverse, but that's already, we know where that is and stuff like that too. But
that's it. Now for the rest of the weekend, you will see us later here today. If you're on the Central Time, if you're on Pacific, it will be on Saturday. Not sure what time, but it will be a little after Night of Champions. We'll be here for that post show. And then on Sunday, don't forget, we have Battleground, and we're also, I guess we'll figure out Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
Might be after Battleground. Something else. Oh, of course, Monday, all the aftermath from Night of Champions will be discussed here on the Monday Night Raw post show, and then you can catch us back here Thursday again for Impact Wrestling. Turnbuckle Glam will be back June 4th, so make sure you tune in to that. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Which, hell, I might be at the Crockett Cup, which is so weird because had no plans for that, but you never know, honey. With that being said, you can Google Drian Santana, of course, and follow her as well on the Gaming Holistic Gaming because it's time for some streaming. You've been taking some time off.
I had we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it.
I'm gonna have to.
We are. Where's the Crockett Cup gonna be at?
Weston Salem. I want to drive out there and see how far it is because we might drive.
North Carolina.
Yeah, because I already be in Atlanta.
Right.
So it cuts it.
That does cut it in half.
Think smart. But then I just got to drive all the way back, which I don't mind because I'll be fully rested. But you might catch some gameplay now with me and Santana for 2K23 WWE edition.
Nikki got to get her feet wet over there because Nikki got her ass whooped 3 times on her first game shit, and honestly, it was the funniest shit ever. We eventually will find a way for us to be on GTA together. Because GTA cuts it off for like PS4 and PS5 players. Like you have to have one or the other. They don't do the cross play over for that. We did play Friday 13th. Nikki outlasted me because of the fact that people were in the goddamn way.
I was in the woods, and then I got killed.
Nikki was almost like she almost won her first time go round. And then I was like, I have to try to run that back. I gotta get you equipped with stuff.
Yeah.
And everything. But yeah.
And then of course we'll be on the Fortnite too, so we might stream that as well.
Yeah.
Waiting on that.
I gotta finish my rise for 2K that I have not finished yet. I haven't even looked at anybody else. Yeah, I gotta finish it because I'm almost done, but not quite. But I need to finish it so I can figure out because I for the locker room was talking that my aunt is a snake, and so I'm gonna have to check that hoe out.
Well, we'll see. Of course, you have been tuned in with the Salt Shakers here at Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.